What is up, guys? Welcome to a new video. Today I'm planning on reviewing the Callaway Mavrik and comparing it to my previous driver, the Callaway X2 Hot. The Callaway Mavrik was released in January this year. I purchased it in the standard edition, this guy here, with the stiff flex shaft. I got it fitted through X Golf in Grand Rapids. The fitting was free through a company event and I ended up getting a great deal on this guy. I purchased it back in the beginning of March and didn't receive it until May due to COVID. I've been playing with it since then, and you've seen it in my videos, so you know this has been my driver of choice. Previously, I gamed the Callaway X2 Hot, this guy right here. This was my driver for several years, probably 3 or 4 years. I got it used off of Callaway's pre-owned site, but I really had no issues with it, at least I perceived, until I did get my lessons through Golf Tech. When I actually got lessons, I learned that my swing speed was a little faster. So I assumed I needed to get into something that was a stiffer flex. This is a normal flex shaft. That's why this year I ended up getting the Callaway Mavrik. So what I ended up doing is going to Maple Hill Golf. It's a golf practice facility and course here in Grand Rapids. Inside, they have golf simulators, which allow you to practice on a driving range, play on a range of courses, and get a really good practice in. After a little bit of a warm-up, seen here using a new swing training aid that I just purchased a few weeks back, I'm hoping to review in the near future, I ended up hitting 8 shots with each club and got some statistics. Both of my drivers are set up for draw neutral. The face is at 10.5 degrees and it is set up for a draw. So when you're watching these are set up exactly the same way. So here's the golf shot montage. Enjoy. One of the most divisive aspects of the Mavrik is its color. The orange is definitely not for everyone. I don't mind it. My X2 Hot had a similar color style, so I like it. The top of it has a carbon fiber effect to it. It's glossy. It looks really nice behind the ball. As you can see here, it does. It looks really friendly to hit and it's very nice. And then, I don't know if it's all the shafts, but mine is a completely matching shaft, so I like that. So after hitting all those shots and, well, having several not read, including I thought may have been impacted by using a green Vice Pro Soft golf ball, which it really wasn't. Once I switched over to white, it didn't change anything. But either way, I got 8 shots recorded for each one. I didn't throw out any shots. Let that be known. These were all 8 shots that I just hit in order. The only thing I did was on the last 3, I really tried to get a piece of the driver, not like a normal like swing, like almost like a scramble swing. Just trying to see how much I could get out of it. First off, with the Callaway Mavrik, the 2020 Callaway Mavrik, I averaged 246 yards driving total, with a carry of 229 yards. The lowest was 221 with a high of 251 as far as carry. You can see actually on my best hit, I had a higher backspin. On average, I'm driving it out there 230 yards worth of carry and nearly 250 yards total. For the X2 Hot, the average driving total was only 229 yards with 212 yards of carry. You can kind of see in the numbers that the driver itself was very inconsistent. I mean, my dispersion was 30 yards wider and its low was all the way down to 168 yards of carry with 186 total. Ball speed between the two, much higher with the Mavrik on average. So overall, just between the two, I'm seeing a much better performance out of the Mavrik. Granted, few caveats. I've hit my Callaway Mavrik consistently. So I've been hitting that for months. I haven't swung my old driver in a while. So really hopping back into it really probably isn't a totally fair comparison. But when I got the Callaway Mavrik and I practiced, or I did the fitting at X Golf, I was piping it right away. So there's definitely an impact of equipment. And that's where I want to get to my next point. Make sure no matter what, you get fitted for your driver. It is probably the most important club you have in your bag outside of your putter, especially if you're looking to consistent golf. I mean, having a driver that gets you good distance and fairly good accuracy is going to help you a lot in your second shot, which is usually your most important shot. But that can vary from being a pitching wedge or any kind of wedge all the way up to a 3-wood. So depending on what kind of hole you're playing. So having that driver that gets you a consistent ball out there and gets you into play more often than not is a very important aspect of your golf bag. Make sure you get fitted for whatever driver you're going to try out. If it happens to be the Callaway Mavrik and you've watched this video, it's definitely a great driver, 100%. Given that we're getting near the end of the year and into next year, you may start seeing some prices drop on this, especially with new releases and stuff like that. Titleist just came out with 2 new drivers that have been getting fantastic reviews. I know that I have also not really touched what the capabilities are of this driver. For example, the guys from TXG, which if you don't know their channel, I freaking love TXG Golf. They are some of the best videos on YouTube. If you haven't checked them out, I will link them below. Maddie games the Callaway Mavrik right now. Even though the new titles came out, I think he's probably gonna flip over to that. But the Callaway Mavrik is his gamer, and he hits it 350, or he can hit it 350. I know I have some space to improve with this driver, and that being said, it is a fantastic driver. As an amateur golfer, as someone that doesn't necessarily have a ton of money always to spend on golf stuff, I got it for a good deal, so I got kind of lucky. But if you happen to be lucky enough to have some cash to throw at a driver, the Callaway Mavrik is definitely a good one. So to conclude, 1, the Mavrik is a fantastic driver, got great performance out of it, and I will continue to get great performance out of it in the future. 2, get fitted. If you've never been fitted, get fitted for a driver. If you're looking to see that process and stuff like that, I definitely suggest checking out TXG. They provide a lot of behind the scenes looks at how they do fitting. Otherwise, check out your local fitters, ask them questions, and find out what can be done to get you into a driver that actually fits your swing. And 3, go out and just enjoy golf. I truly enjoy swinging my driver. Having this new driver basically put a good bounce in my step over this summer and made me feel confident getting up to the tee. So don't be afraid to make these improvements to your game. Sometimes it does take equipment. A lot of the times you're probably swinging ill-fitting equipment. So getting in and getting that stuff figured out is extremely important to hopefully enjoy better golf. So, and finally, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click subscribe below and like it. I appreciate all the following this far, and I look forward to see you guys in the next one.